How's it going, Webheads? My name is Ryan Walsh. Recently, an Infinity War Easter egg has been revealed within the movie, and I personally think that it reveals that Thanos and the Black Order are going to be appearing in the Captain Marvel standalone movie next year. Obviously, we all know very little about the Captain Marvel movie because Marvel is keeping a really tight lip on this movie, and Marvel hasn't even surfaced the first trailer yet. I mean, where is that trailer, Marvel? Everybody really wants to see that. But anyways, the only things we know so far about the standalone movie is that it's going to be an origin story for Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, and it will be based on the Kree and Skrull War from the comic books. Also, we knew characters like Ronan the Accuser and Korra the Pursuer are going to be making an appearance in this movie. Even though they died in Guardians of the Galaxy, they will be coming back for this movie. And because they had such big ties to Thanos within that first Guardians movie, I think that really just indicates right there that, hey, Thanos may be playing a role within this Captain Marvel movie.
If you bring me the order, but return to me again empty-handed, and I will bathe the Starways in your blood.
Because obviously Thanos is a pretty old guy, and right around Infinity War, this is probably not the first time he's tried to wipe out half the universe or even just half of the population on a planet. As we saw in a flashback in Infinity War, we did see that Gamora's planet got completely invaded by Thanos, and by looking just at Gamora's age within that movie, seeing how young she really is, it really just shows you that Thanos is a pretty old guy, and he has been around for a very long time. And you can see that even in the background, there is Evie Ma in that scene, and the Black Order was even around when Gamora was a little kid. So all the events of him going to each planet and destroying half the life definitely happened around the exact same time as the Captain Marvel movie events. Now, this may be a good indication that Thanos may be in the movie and so is in the Black Order, but there has to be a little bit more to it than that, and we can't just go off of that one little scenario for this theory. And to really talk about that Easter egg that was just found in Infinity War, if we look at the Battle of New York City when Ebony Maw and Cull Obsidian come to New York City to battle Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Wong, and Bruce Banner, we can see within the beginning of that battle that if you look at Cull Obsidian, you look on his belt, you can see a cloth and it has the same colors as Captain Marvel. So is that a big coincidence? It definitely could be, but at the same time, if you really think about how many people are working on this movie and do every subtle detail, where they're working at all the digital effects and they're really just looking at every single design of each character that's going to be within this movie, I highly doubt that this is a coincidence and something that really is an Easter egg for us, the fans. Now, this could indicate that Cull Obsidian himself has battled Captain Marvel within the past. And I mean, Captain Marvel was supposed to be in Infinity War, but then she was later cut from the movie. So we do know that she was going to show up within that movie. So maybe that was just a little indication to the fans for that movie that was never taken out, saying that, hey, Captain Marvel, she's going to be the ending of Infinity War and she'll show up and try to help fight off Thanos. But that got cut from the movie, but maybe this little Easter egg did not, so they could tease her appearance in Avengers 4. But since we know Captain Marvel is going to be taking place within the 1990s, I think it's more accurate to say that Cull Obsidian did fight Captain Marvel in a previous movie, which is the Captain Marvel movie. But maybe it's not just Cull Obsidian, maybe it's more like the entire Black Order and Thanos has gone up against Captain Marvel, because we know that Captain Marvel is going to be super powerful in this movie, because Kevin Feige himself, the president of Marvel Studios, had said that Captain Marvel is the most powerful superhero that we've ever seen on screen. So with that saying, she definitely has a chance of taking on the entire Black Order or maybe even Thanos himself. And with how big the entire Kree and Skrull War is going to be within the entire Marvel universe, I would be pretty surprised if Thanos himself doesn't have any ties into that war. Also, if we do look at the end credit scene of Infinity War, we know that Nick Fury was transferring a signal to Captain Marvel for what was happening, how half the life in the universe was getting erased. Now, we do know she will be in Avengers 4, but why would Nick Fury call on Captain Marvel to deal with Thanos? Maybe it's because she has had previous battles with him in the past, and she is the only one to go toe-to-toe with him and almost beat him. Or maybe she did beat him in a battle. We don't know, but I have a feeling that Nick Fury called her specifically for a very good reason, so that she could show up in Avengers 4 and help the team take out Thanos. Also, there's another really good chance that maybe Cull Obsidian and the Black Order and Thanos didn't fight Carol Danvers. Maybe they fought the original Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel, one of the Kree superheroes. I mean, looking at Cull Obsidian, how he is wearing that cloth on his belt, it seems as though maybe he did have a previous battle, but maybe that's why he got on the Black Order and why Thanos thought he was worthy to be one of his children. Maybe he beat Captain Marvel, because I doubt a big warrior like Cull Obsidian would try to wear the colors of an enemy that has beaten him in the past, maybe to remind him that he needs to be stronger. I don't know, but that doesn't make sense. I think it's because he's beaten him. However, we do know that Jude Law will be within the Captain Marvel movie playing Captain Marvel, or Wade Lawson that he's going to be known as on Earth, but he will be playing that original Captain Marvel within the movies. And if we do look back at the comic books, you can see that Thanos is like the arch enemy to Captain Marvel. He was in a ton of his comic books and was always that big baddie fighting Captain Marvel within the universe. So I personally think there's a ton of way to go along with this theory that Thanos will be in Captain Marvel. But Webheads, what do you think about this? Let me know down in the comments below. If you guys want more on Captain Marvel, check out this playlist I put together over here. If you guys want more videos on Captain Marvel and Avengers 4, definitely consider subscribing and turning on the bell notification down below. But Webheads, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye-bye.